Hello and happy Tuesday. Why am I feeling on Tuesday? Why not? Keeping things fresh, keeping things, moving. Um, I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. I did end up getting my hair cut, as I mentioned in the blog, and I think I videoed before all that crap happened on Friday. She ended up cutting probably between 2 and 3 inches off. It does feel better than it did. It's a little shorter. I have to get used to it being shorter than it was because it was like a lion's mane for a while. But it does feel better and it feels more manageable because the ends get very big. And then my hair starts to look like very crazazzle dazzle, and it's a lot. And she touched up the color, which I love. So now I feel human again. So I just wanted to get everybody back in the loop about what the mess was on Friday. So if you read the blog, you know that I got an email alert saying you have a new test result from the cardiology office. Now, I haven't been there since August 9th, so I was thinking, new test result? Did they do blood work? I didn't remember. And I'm thinking, no, what are they talking about? I opened it up and saw normal sinus rhythm. There may be enlargement. There may be an old infarct. Age undetermined, which is a heart attack. So I was like, wait. Now I was sitting with my hair, waiting for the color to set. I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even put my phone up to my ear because the color would have gotten on my phone. So I was sort of trapped, and it completely destroyed any peace I had in that moment. I was like, okay. So as soon as I got out of the salon, I called the office, and thank goodness somebody was there. And they were not thrilled with me calling. They gave me an explanation that I heard what they were saying, but I didn't think they were very kind about it. Shocker. And so I decided when I calmed down, when I got home, that I was going to email the doctor. So I did. Now I emailed them. It took me a long time. It took me about an hour to write it and edit it and re-edit it. And I sent it to my sisters and my mom. I was like, does this sound like okay to send? They all said it was fine. So I tried to upload it into the system, the app system, because I figured they'd get it faster. And there was only so many characters that I could use. So I had to edit it again. And so I did. And I sent it. Now I know for a fact that the person that was on the phone with me on Friday is the person that wrote this email. This clipped 2-sentence ECG is very good for rhythm, not so good for other things. So that's how the ECG gets read, but not the interpretation, which is normal, which is what I told you. Thanks. So I was like, it was such a and it just bugged me so much because I thought it would have taken, in my email, the crux of the email was that I was suggesting that they let people know, let patients know. The test result says this, disregard it because you and I went over the test result in the office when you were here. Everything is fine. And I even said I appreciated that their PA spoke to me on Friday and thanked them for that. I was nice about it. I wasn't like, I called upset and your person was it. I never do that because you never know if you're going to need these people again. So you can't be rude about it. I guess they can be. I worked in multiple doctor's offices, okay? I did filing. I was a medical assistant. I was the only nurse in the practice. So I did front desk, back office, exam rooms. I did everything. I know how busy doctor's offices can get. Believe me. Trust and believe that. but it takes, like, the time it takes to give people this heads up that, like, listen, the report is this. You and I already talked about it. Please don't worry. Avoids all of the drama down the line. And I think, as a patient, as a nurse, as a consumer, as a human being, that it's worth telling people the machine does its own thing, but I read your report. We are okay. You are fine. I think it's worth doing that because, first of all, it's good customer relations. Second of all, it gives people the chance to not have a panic attack by seeing, well, you may have had a heart attack at some point and part of your heart is enlarged. Happy trails. Bye. We never have to see you again, which is what happened. I was released from the office. They monitored me for, over a year and decided I was good to go. And then I get that. So it was just like, how did that fall through the cracks? So to get this response, which is what I told you, it just felt peevish and annoyed and unnecessary. And so there are so many stories that I hear very frequently where I feel like health professionals can do better. And that is an instance where they could have done better for me. But that's that. So I thought, wow, I definitely got the same person. Thanks. I read that, I just started laughing. I was like, wow, tell me how you really feel without saying how you really feel. What else is happening? I wish I could say that this shirt was still being sold. It is not from this company. This is from Spoony Sisters on Etsy, and they just shut down the clothing sale portion. Their shop is still open, but they're not selling shirts and stuff anymore. And so when they decided to revamp their business, I had been looking at their shirts for such a long time, and I was just like, I have to get one before they're gone. And so I just think this is hilariously amazing and fabulous, and reminds me of where I've been and how far I've come, and I love it. And so I could not resist the Chronically Badass shirt. But I highly recommend you check out their shop anyway from Etsy, Spoony Sisters, because they're just fabulous, all around. And I can't imagine what it's like living with a chronic illness and running a shop where you're, doing shipping and everything else. So that the fact that they did it for as long as they did, the way that they did, and what they're continuing to do is extremely badass in its own right. So I salute you, Spoony Sisters. You're amazing. What else is happening? So I'm seeing my hematologist on Thursday, and I know I'm going to get in trouble. They had recommended, I know I talked about it here, that I start taking an iron supplement because my results were fine, but on the borderline of abnormal. They were still normal, but borderline. So I did take the supplement for a while, but then it started to make me feel really sick. And we were getting ready to move, and I had to just pick my battles at that point. So I stopped taking it, which I don't recommend. Don't do that. I mean, that was not a good decision. So I don't know what my blood is going to show on Thursday. So, but I'm not going to lie. Obviously, I'm going to be honest and just say, listen, iron supplements are hard to take. It's the rare person that doesn't have some backlash from taking them. It's just, nobody gets away unscathed. Nobody gets away without being a little scarred by an iron supplement. So we'll see what they say. Hopefully it's all fine. We'll see. What else? I've been trying to extend my walking route. And so today I walked, let us see how far we walked. 3.1 miles today, which is pretty good. I don't want to, I feel like I've put on happy weight since we've moved here. And I'm trying to, like, I had, at our old address, I had a pretty big loop that I would walk to get to my pharmacy and the grocery store that I liked. And sometimes if I really wanted to get crazy, I could go down to Target from where I lived, which was like miles and miles. And I would walk there, walk back. And it was like a big, big loop. Now, the stores are closer to where we live, which is a good thing. But now I don't have like a dedicated, you know, if I go to this big loop, I go to the pharmacy or the store, because the stores are around the corner pretty much. And so I have been just walking and walking and walking, trying to give myself a new route so that I can keep up my walking. And even though my feet are, Jesus, take the wheel. I know I have to go back and see the podiatrist, but I know what he's going to tell me, get the orthotics. And I don't want to spend $700 on something that might be really uncomfortable to wear that I'm not going to wear. And so because it's not covered by insurance, and I don't see the, I don't see the point of that. That feels just, I don't know. I may have to do that eventually, but I hate that. It's so expensive. It's so ridiculous. And I wish that they would be covered. But I don't know why they're not. I mean, how is that not a medical thing? Nobody gets orthotics for style, for crying out loud. So yeah, I have to go see him again, because it's just, it's a lot of fun. Lots of fun. What else is happening? I think that's it. I'm not going to keep you here. I've already kept you here for 12 minutes. So, and if you stayed this long, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I guess that's that. I'm starting to crochet again, so we'll see what happens with that. I don't know. I'm going to try. And I'm also coloring a little bit to practice, like to keep my left hand strong. So we will see. Anyway, I hope you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no aggravation kind of a day, kind of a week, and kind of a weekend to come. That's what we hope for. That's what we deserve. That is what I truly wish for each and every one of you. I will hopefully see you on Friday or Saturday via the blog next week for everything. Have a wonderful afternoon. Stay safe wherever you are, and take care. Bye.